Welcome to the Coming Strength and Fitness podcast. I'm Jill, coach and owner of CSNF. My team and I are here to help you take charge of your fitness and nutrition. In each episode, we'll provide you our best so that you can take your health to the next level. I hope you enjoyed today's episode with our host and coach, Alex Cottingham. Isn't that our little tune at the beginning?
Guys, that's how we're starting this podcast today, with Jill's rendition of our intro. We're back in the studio. Jill, I didn't know you're such a immaculate singer.
You know, I sound like a cat that has been put in water and is screeching,
and
but I still do it. I still sing all the time. I ask my kids, they hate it.
They're like, terrible, but you still do it.
Yep.
Jill, this has nothing to do with our conversation today.
Doesn't.
Today's conversation is about eating out. So not necessarily cooking in, and we have full control over everything. We're talking about tools, tips, tricks, practical advice about when we go out to eat. Okay? Yeah. Jill, to get us rocking and rolling, what's the last place you ate out at?
Okay.
What is
Ryder
it?
had a tournament this weekend, so we ate out at a local barbecue place.
A local barbecue place.
Yes.
What'd you get?
I got pulled chicken, sweet potato fries, and collard greens.
Pulled chicken, sweet potato fries, and collard greens. This is not going to help whatsoever, but the last place I ate out was Mellow Mushroom.
And what did you get?
I got this really good white crust pizza with some chicken on it and some peppers, and there was nutrients, but it was so cheesy and gluten-y. I loved it.
So
but I had a couple slices.
I'd like to circle back to your order at the pizza place at the end,
Okay,
and see how you would have ordered based on the resources and tools I'm going to give you in this podcast.
This is like a live case study, everybody.
Yes, it's a live case study.
This is Jill coaching me because we're talking about how we can best make choices when we're going out to eat.
Yes.
I failed. So Jill is now coaching me.
There's no pass or fail. There's just good, gooder, and best.
There is beneficial and maybe not as beneficial.
Yes.
So Jill, what is it about eating out? What are some general things that we should be thinking about when we go out to eat if we are still in the mindset of, okay, I want to optimize my nutrition. I don't want to go off the rails, but I still don't want to restrict everything.
Right.
Just what are some of the things that you're thinking about when you go out?
Eating out is such a huge part of our culture. And we do a lot of socializing around food and meeting friends for drinks or coffee or meals. And it's just a part of our society, and it is not going to be something that is easy to eliminate. And I would not even suggest eliminating it. There's a lot of pleasure that comes from eating out. So I would just like to kick it off by saying that. But I do believe that there are some strategies and tips and resources that we can give folks to still be able to stay on track with their nutrition goals when they go out to eat. So that's what my plan is today, is to equip people to be able to make really good choices even when they're eating out.
That's a good point. Food used to be fuel. You farmed your own stuff, you ate it, you had livestock, and it really wasn't thought of how we think about it today because there's so many restaurants, so many ways to make food diverse and fun and eclectic that it's not just physical and physical health of nutrients. It is relational health, and it is our emotional health. When grandma offers you a cookie or you go out with drinks with a friend, like there's such a social component. I'm really glad you said that because that is just another element that many people in the health and fitness industry, we don't even think about, like, oh, just order broccoli, order grilled chicken, and don't even worry about like the context. And we're like, hey, we're trying to be healthy in every area. We're trying to be not super crazy people that are just going to only order one thing and never say no to our social friends or go out like that. So I'm really glad that you prefaced it that way.
Yeah.
So Jill, what are some things you're at the restaurant, you're ordering, you're looking at the menu. What are some like things that are going through your brain?
Right. So if you think about your normal nutrition when you eat at home, our big philosophy and methodology is to start people off on the plate method. That is half a plate of veggies, a quarter protein, and a quarter starch, right?
Wait, say that again, because that might be new for people. The plate method. That's
plate
just
method.
an
building
approach.
A plate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's building a healthy plate. How do you build a healthy plate? You put your plate in front of you. You fill half of it up with non-starchy veggies. You've got your broccoli, your asparagus, your Brussels kind of thing. A quarter lean protein, chicken, tuna, turkey, steak, anything like that. Another 25% is a starchy starchy carchy.
A carchy
A
carb.
starch, right? So like a white potato or some rice or quinoa or oatmeal or something like that. So you
Okay.
build a healthy plate with your vegetables, protein, and fruit. There is a place for fat and there is a place for dairy if you want to add it, but in general, that's the best way to
That's
build a
what
healthy
you're going
plate.
for.
That's what you're going for.
So when I was building my plate when I went to Mellow Mushroom, I did a slice of pizza and then a slice of pizza. So I'm learning, guys. I'm with you.
Yeah, we'll get back to that. So basically, when I arrive at a restaurant, many times, this might sound crazy to some people, but it works. And this is what I have a lot of my nutrition clients do too, is I look at the menu before I go if I'm not familiar with the place I'm going.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure that if I'm going there, that I'm going to be able to build a plate. I'd say 90% of the time, you're going to be able to do a protein, veggie, and starch on your plate. So shouldn't be a problem. Like to look at the menu. So I show up and I kind of have an idea of what my game plan is going to be. I like to order
So
entree.
you're already making that decision before you even get there.
Most of the
So
time.
you're not waiting until you smell all the smell, sit down. What do you order? What do you order?
Yeah.
You're saying, okay, hey, we're going to go out to Mexican or we're going to go out to the steakhouse tonight at 7. You already have a plan rather than just reactively wandering in there and making some decision.
Correct.
Got it.
Correct.
Keep going.
Right. So you're going to pick a protein off the menu. Let's say you're at Outback. So I'm going to pick like a lean cut of steak, like a filet, and I'm going to get a side salad to go with it. And I'm going to get a baked potato. And then if I want more vegetable, and most of the time I do, I'll get like steamed broccoli to go with it.
Say that one more time. You said a filet, baked potato, steamed broccoli.
And I'll start with a salad.
Start with a salad.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And I will still eat some of that bread too.
Now, for the people who track their food,
Mm-hmm.
do you track what you eat at a restaurant?
It's more difficult to track at some restaurants than others. Some do have their nutrition content online. Outback is one of those that has it. So you can kind of pre-game and look at what the nutritional content is for a lot of their items.
Okay.
And so I've done that in the past, and I kind of have, a good idea of what restaurants have what items that fit into my personal macros. So I have a plan before I go. But yes, most of the time, if you're not familiar with the menu, you'll have to approximate. Yeah.
How into the weeds do you get when ordering at a restaurant? Like, do you ask them what oils they're cooking it in, how much butter is on the broccoli, or do you just order the broccoli?
If it says like sauteed or something like that, then I know it's in butter or oil.
Right.
So I'll just say, hold that for me. If it says steamed or roasted or something like that, I know it might have a little bit of oil or butter in it, but that's okay. Because I do need a little bit of fat on my plate as well.
Sure.
And the other thing about eating out is that's where the problem lies for most people, is how the foods are prepared and cooked, and the oils and the butters and the fats that they use to cook everything in to make it taste so good. That's
Gotcha.
why it's so yummy to eat out. Have you ever made a salad at home and been like, this is terrible compared to the salad that I get at Chili's?
Sure.
Like,
Yes.
it's so different. It's because of what they put in it and the
Exactly.
dressings and everything. So
Yeah.
when you eat out, you want to be very aware of how it's cooked, what it's cooked in, sauces, dressings, and things like that. Because you could order a salad, but it could be 800 calories because of the dressing and some of the toppings that they put in it.
Jill, let's say you have, because sometimes you get asked to go out to eat with your friends or coworkers, and you don't have a say in the restaurant. So you're just gonna have to be,
Yeah.
you're just gonna have to do your best.
Yeah.
But let's say you do have a say in where you're gonna go out to eat. You're going on
Yeah.
a date, you're going with friends, and you're picking the restaurant. Are there some restaurants that you tend to steer more towards, and others that you try to avoid just based on options, or not really?
I mean, I feel that at most places I can make some solid choices.
Really?
We eat Mexican every Friday. We have Mexican Friday, and I can do the plate method there. I mean, I'm going to have chips and salsa, and I plan on that all throughout the week. I know I'm going to have it. And then I'm going to get fajitas or a taco salad. Get your fruit, your protein, your vegetable, and you get a little bit of carb with the taco and the chips and salsa and
You should be sponsored by that Mexican restaurant.
Laredo's.
Yes.
I'd be happy to. I would be happy to.
In all of your
Laredo's.
meets and competitions, you just have a big old Laredo's across your chest.
Laredo's and Jif peanut butter.
Fueled by chips and salsa and Jif peanut butter.
Yeah, but I mean, the main thing with any restaurant is you're not in control of how it's cooked. That's why when you have health and fitness goals, when you want to lose weight, when you want to improve your body composition, eating out less is ideal because you can control every factor of what you're eating and how you're cooking it.
I literally was talking to one of my athletes yesterday. I saw him at the 4:30, and I was like, hey, you're looking great. Like, I know you were out last week, you were sick, but came back. I was like, you're doing awesome. I was like, how's everything going? And he's like, well, my wife and I decided that we're just going to stop eating out and stop going to fast food, and we just started to cook all of our meals. And he's like, we're cooking about 95% of our meals now. And he's like, it's crazy how literally just lost 10 pounds doing that. Or I don't know what he said, but he definitely trimmed down. I was like, it's crazy how when you cook more at home, not only are you in control, but it almost forces you not to put all that crap in it, and you're eating fresher and probably more whole, clean foods.
How
as a
often
natural
do you eat
byproduct.
out? About how many times a week do you eat out?
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe once. Maybe once a week.
We're
Why?
about 1 to 2.
1 to 2?
Maybe 1 lunch, 1 to 2 dinners.
Yeah.
But really not more than that.
But think about it. If you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, ideally, 3 times a week, times 7, that's 21 meals. If you eat out 1, and you said 1 or 2, let's say 1 to 3 times, that is literally less than 10% of all of the food you are consuming.
Yeah.
So you are still in control of all of the other meals that you're having. Where when I go out to eat, it's not necessarily for the food. It's for the social gathering or the business purpose or whatever relational component. For example, I just came back from Waffle House with a friend, and we got chicken, and we had peppers and tomatoes, and we got eggs and had some nutrients there. But it was solely to connect with him rather than I'm going to eat. So I'm going to make the best choice, the most beneficial choice nutritionally on my plate, but I'm also going to be present and not let the fact that I didn't have the cleanest meal or the best meal throw me off my day or throw me off from being fully present at that restaurant.
And I have some other tips in terms of pre-gaming before you go out.
Pre-game it.
Pre-gaming. So, like, if I know I'm going to a place, I'm not really aware of the menu, like it's a local place, they don't have their menu online or something like that, I will make sure to not go ridiculously hungry. Like, I'll have a super solid lean protein and a vegetable snack before I go. That way I'm not hammering the apps and, like, the desserts and all sorts of things like that. So, and if you get to a restaurant and everyone's ordering calamari and mozzarella sticks and you don't want to play the fried game, then get a salad and eat that while everybody else is having their calamari.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, Jill, we're talking more about restaurants. Like, you sit down, you order, you eat it. Probably a little bit higher quality foods than a Zaxby's or a McDonald's or more fast food.
Yeah.
Let's quickly, for a couple minutes, talk about more the fast food route, because restaurants we have a little bit more control because there's menus, there's options. Fast food is meant to be fast. And when you make fast food, a lot of times there's a lot of salt, sugar, fat, stuff like that, where it's less quality type foods.
Yeah.
What are some of the like good go-to places fast food? And then any thoughts or ideas around just more fast food type choices?
We'll take the one that I make fun of most of the time first, which is Bojangles.
Bojangles.
I make fun of it a lot, but my kids love it, so we actually go there. I don't usually get something to eat from there, but they're like, Mom, can I get a biscuit? Or, something like that, and I'll take them. So
wait, Jill Thornton lets her kids eat Bojangles?
Yes.
See, that's an important tip.
And Dairy Queen.
Exactly.
And Zaxby's.
That we're not going to be these crazy people that don't let the people around us enjoy that as well, that they're still kids.
Not at all.
Yes,
we still have junk.
Yes.
Yeah. So we go to Bojangles, and it's surprising because it might be one of your better options in terms of building a plate, because you can get chicken there. You can choose grilled or fried. I actually don't know if they have grilled. I bet they do.
I don't think I've ever been to Bojangles.
But you get chicken, and they have vegetables to choose from. Like,
really?
You can get green beans, mashed potatoes. I think they even have, like, apples. I don't know. I just remember looking at the sides and being like, this is actually not a bad option for people. So, like, they'll get chicken and green beans and mashed potatoes. That's not bad.
Jill, what would you say to the mindset of, okay, I'm eating clean, and then on Saturday I'm going to go to Bojangles with my friends, and I'm going to say, screw it. I'm just going to eat the fries and the big old burgers and whatever they have, because I don't do this frequently. It's just once a time, and I'm just going to eat that rather than making the healthier choice. What's the problem with that?
I think the context of that issue becomes, what are their goals and what does the whole diet look like?
Yeah.
If you're going out to Bojangles and doing the binge 3 times a week, that's probably a dosing problem.
That's good.
If you're doing it once a month, go for it. It depends on the whole context of your diet and what your goals are.
That's good.
Yeah, but you can't undo a solid diet and an awesome exercise routine with one meal at Bojangles. You can't undo it.
That's good.
Yeah. If you do it 5 times a week, you can certainly make an impact on your health. Yeah.
Jill, any other tips, tricks, thoughts around just eating out?
I think it kind of boils down to a similar hack that I gave in terms of getting more movement in your day. It's being aware. It's being aware of the menus and the things that they cook the food in, and just having a plan before you go and being intentional when you eat out, and just knowing that you can build a healthy plate really anywhere you go.
How do you increase your levels of awareness? Do you just ask the
You can ask
server,
the servers.
or-
You can look at the menus before you go.
Okay.
Just to kind of give yourself a general idea of what you're getting into.
Gotcha. All right, Jill. Right now, if we're going to lunch, it's around lunchtime as we're recording this. It's around 11:30.
Yeah, I'm hungry
If
for
we're
sure.
going to lunch right now, where are we going?
That's close to here, Lake Burrito.
Oh, if you're listening, Lake Burrito,
Shout out.
please sponsor
Love
us.
those people.
Yes, if you're around the coming area, go to Lake Burrito. It's a
Yeah.
great place.
Okay.
It's a Mexican place.
Yeah.
Jill, what's go-to good fast food place?
Lake Burrito? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, yeah.
You mean what's my order?
No.
Would you not consider Lake Burrito fast food?
That's a great question. I don't know what I consider like a Chipotle style Lake Burrito where it's still
Yeah.
quick, but they're making it in front of you.
Yeah.
When I think of fast food, I think of the
Drive-thru?
drive-through, McDonald's,
okay.
Burger King's, that type
So,
of stuff.
I mean, local, like around here, is going to be Zaxby's.
yeah,
I'm going through Zaxby's.
Zaxby's, and what are you getting?
A salad, their grilled salad, and I'm not going to probably get the Texas toast with it, or I might eat just a little bit of that with a light vinaigrette. Grilled chicken.
We're gonna do a couple more of these. Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna say a place, and you're gonna tell me
Sure.
what you order.
Absolutely.
Chick-fil-A. I know you've done it many times this
I've
episode.
done it many
on
times.
on this podcast.
So I
but
like
say it.
Chick-fil-A salads too, but I'll usually get a grilled chicken sandwich, half the bun, extra lettuce, tomato, and pickles, fruit cup, extra grilled nuggets, sometimes a small fry. Just depends.
You're going to Chipotle.
Okay.
What are you ordering?
Salad bowl with, I like to get the steak.
Yes.
Every veggie that is available, give it to me.
Give it to me. Just a
Yep.
big old bowl with all
Big
that.
old bowl,
Do you
all
put cheese
veggies.
or queso on it?
Little bit of cheese, no
Li-
queso.
Got it. Sour cream?
Nope.
Jill, let's say you are going to Texas, what's it called?
Roadhouse?
Yes,
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse. What are you ordering?
Getting a lean steak, which is going to be like a filet.
Okay.
And I'm going to start with a salad, a steamed vegetable, and then a starch. I will usually go with like a half a sweet potato or a half a baked potato.
Last question, Jill. We are in Forsyth County. We're in Cumming. If most of our people are in this area, what are some really good go-to places that you like to go eat? For example, mine is the local Wood Fire Grill.
I
It's
don't
off of
think
Windward.
that's not local.
I know.
That's like 12
But it's-
exits down.
But no, it's 20 minutes away. It's okay, 30 minutes or less. We're driving. We're driving
okay.
to.
Okay.
What are some places that you like to go?
So again, I'm a creature of habit. I really don't get out of the things that I am in a habit of doing
It's true.
often. I go to Laredo's quite a bit.
It's a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, it's a local Mexican place. I do Chipotle, I do Cava, I do Chick-fil-A, things like that. I will say this. My daughter wanted to go to Chicken Salad Chick,
Oh yeah, to the collection.
and I menued it before I went, and I was like, this is going to be hard.
Oh really?
Because mayonnaise is in everything.
Everything.
So I did figure it out, though. So I did the egg salad on a salad, and then I had the little cookie that came with it, which was excellent.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's good. If you are in, so I used to work down in the Buckhead area, Atlanta area. There is a place called Brack's Kitchen that is to die for. I know the owner. I've gone every meeting I would have down there, lunch meeting, I would go there. It is phenomenal. It's just these big old healthy bowls that they make fresh every single day, and you can get so many different variety of different veggies and meats and sauces that are all super organic
I'm
and
hoping
healthy.
the city center is going to have some stuff like that over
Yes,
there, which is
but
super close.
amazing if you're down in that area. Brack's Kitchen, go check it out. Jill, this has been helpful.
I have
think.
a question. Wait,
Oh, you have a question?
redo your mellow mushroom order now that you know.
Oh, this is my test. This is my
This is your test.
at the end.
Okay, so you're not in
Yep.
the hey, this is once a month. I'm just going to eat 5 pieces of pizza. Not a big deal. Like this is I'm still
I'm
trying to
building
stay
it.
on track. Build your plate.
Okay, here's what I would do. Tell me what grade you're going to give me. Okay,
'Kay.
I'm probably going to an hour out. I'm going to drink a full water bottle and I'm probably going to eat maybe like a pepper or some deli meat in my fridge because I know if I don't, I'm going to be super hungry. And to fill me up, it'll probably take like 6 slices because context, people, I know I'm not the average person, but I probably eat 4,000 calories a day, and it takes a lot to fill me up.
Yep.
So getting at least some sort of nutrients and water in my system, and then if I'm going to order, I'm going to probably order, I think they do have some salads.
They have really good salads at
and
Mellow
I'll
Mushroom.
probably order a salad first, and then I'm going to, with a pizza, probably do a white pizza with some grilled chicken on it and get as many vegetables, more like not a supreme, but just some sort of that, and probably eat 2 slices and rather than 4. That's probably what I would do.
Okay, I like it.
Jill, how would you improve that?
I would only suggest maybe getting a piece of grilled chicken on your salad because you're not going to get a ton of protein on your pizza.
That's good.
So go with like a grilled Greek salad and then your 2 pieces of pizza.
That's it. That's perfect. Mm-hmm. Guys, if you have any other questions about eating out, please reach out. We'd love to chat. That's why we're here. And if you have any other ideas on the podcast, if you want to hear us talk about I don't know, nutrition at home or practical tips cooking or the difference between a carbohydrate and a fat. Like
how to make a Brussels sprout taste good.
Exactly. How to get your first muscle up or any fitness-related question. That's the purpose of this podcast. So Jill is here. She's amazing. Jill, thank you so much for your wisdom, insight, and all the stuff. Again, I'm your host, Alex, and we'll see you on another episode of the FitCast.
See you guys. Thank you for joining us today, friends. I hope today's conversation helped you gain a greater understanding of the mission at CSNF to change lives through fitness and nutrition. Check us out on social media or reach out at comingstrengthandfitness.com. We would love to help you take your health to the next level. We'll see you next time.